This is
WAW!
What a week.
What a week. You can't make this shit up.
In the timeless words of many in the media, we're back. And if you can see this, then you are back too. You survived. None of us died. Thank you. A huge thank you to all of our viewers and subscribers. There's more than 10,000 of you that either love or hate me, whatever reason it is that you're tuned in. In fact, I think it's 13,000 at last count. And shout out to you. But from people who dress in grey to people who are bright, and I don't just mean intellectually, we've got another engaging lineup in this week's bill. A comedian who puts the extra in extraordinary. A young guy who can kill dozens with just his fingers. A musician who can excite your tongue as well as your woman's and your ears. And the return of a guy who can help your brain untangle from the political entanglements in the news. Welcome back to WAW. What a week. And our guest, as we kick off another week of WAW What a Week, some say that standing out from being one of 7 siblings was impressive enough. Others say that being a black female comedian gives her stripes anyway. Whatever she's done to get this far, we are very appreciative. On top of being damn abused too, in a good way of course. Please make some noise for Madame Celeste Ntuli.
Wow! What a wow introduction.
Oh, what a week. No, but you're Zulu, you're supposed to say wow.
Wow.
No, I spare you
I'm
at the
sure
end.
I'm not even wow. Now I have a question for you before any question for me.
Yes.
So is this the analogy of your life?
Well, this old beat up car that is still moving.
Windscreen is cracking. The bags of all the things you've been through.
Yeah, that's all my baggage at the back there. I've got one thing to say to you.
Yes.
This is WAW!
What a week.
What a week.
Oh, no.
What mzuneri.
What scenery is this?
I was about to say. Oh my God!
Celeste, Tom.
We need a T-shirt. Yeah? We just need a T-shirt to officialize this thing.
Wow, what scenery.
Yeah, please, I will buy it myself.
I will make a Wow, what scenery T-shirt just for you. I promise. How are you doing?
I'm good. This has been so funny. No, that's a dope. Shaila, don't leave me hanging. This is nice. I'm good. I'm doing well. I'm here. I'm happy for you, and I'm happy for everyone that's going to listen.
Thank you so much.
I don't think you realize how much. I'm sure you know now. People really did miss you.
Yeah.
And I missed your shows as well. To come to your show was such a, man, your breakfast shows. You
and then
knew.
by the time I got divorced, it was lockdown. Me and you couldn't even try and experiment.
Imagine.
Like nothing.
I'll be like, let's just got fresh.
Like the one man that can carry me and talk on the phone at the same time with his hands behind his back.
But let me tell you something. They can pick me up. I went to a male strip show for the first time ever.
Yes.
They picked me up. I was like, there's never a guy who's going to tell me that I'm not portable. Sorry.
No, you're portable. No,
it's your shoulders.
I can carry you with one arm.
Oh, wow.
Easy.
Hey, guys. Let me sip coffee before. And this coffee is so dope.
Oh, yes, yeah. In fact, we have in-house coffee guy. My man, come here quickly. Let's give you a plug, because Celeste has been carrying on about your coffee.
No, this coffee is too dope.
Why are you bringing more coffee? She's got already, man.
No, it's fine. I'll keep this because you've already done the work.
My dude, into the mic quickly. Leb's Cafe. Just introduce yourself. Or Leb's Craft, rather. Where do we find you? Yes, sir.
Leb's Cafe, thank you very much. Shout out. You find me on my website, online store, www.lebscafe.co.za. You can shop my products over there. We have instant coffee and hot chocolate, chai latte, and everything. You can also find us at M Studios, Konala in Newtown Junction. Yeah, even on the social media, Leb's Cafe.
So Leb's makes coffee for us, but it's not free. We're actually supporting his business. So every coffee you have is money in his pocket.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, man. Shout out, my guy.
Thank you.
Listen, you're doing the most. And Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Stick to this guy. Yeah.
My man-
Eventually, your
my-
coffee will be on JSC.
My man, Mia says stick to her, my man. You found a way to her heart. And you know the heart bone is connected to other bones.
Oh, Lord. No wonder you wanted your own podcast. These are the all words you've been dying to say.
How, Celeste, leave me alone. Whose shirt are you wearing?
It's mine. I know
You're
it looks
lying.
like a boyfriend's shirt.
Exactly.
I know.
Where did you sleep last night?
At home. You got to Ooh, you know, I'm getting old because I remember, I don't know, it's been a long time, waking up and thinking, I don't know, the ceiling.
It didn't look like this last night.
No, no, this is my shirt. Hopefully I'll date a guy that, you know, has, because I love that. It's a sexiest
You're
thing.
3 years late, Mar.
I'm 3 years late.
Oh, Baizitze.
Nangu fresh englinga. Shuta kusasele lutho lapha fresh. Ngingasazami nje noma potion.
The Celeste Ntuli's guide to being comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, in all aspects. That journey.
That journey has become, actually that journey was only guided by finding myself, I would think.
Sure.
It was never, I just want to be comfortable, no, it was the whole thing.
It's a journey.
What are you doing with your life?
Sure.
I asked that question to myself a long time ago. And luckily for me, I found it through my craft and what I do. And of course, you change. I was saying this to the lady here that I'm tired though. You know, you put up the whole...
Hold on. Are you saying to us, you're sick and tired of being an independent woman?
Oh, yakataza
You just want a guy who
Let me
can
tell
look
you.
after
Let me tell you. You do it because. Let me tell you why. I'm just. It's tiring. But there's nothing you can do if you're ambitious and you are dreaming. It's
Yes.
never. I think people take it wrong because you're a dreamer as a girl, ambitious and have goals. It doesn't mean that I don't need a man, so to speak. I just loved this. I had a
Yes.
passion for this and. I don't know. It's a problem, and now all other
Guys-
podcasts are talking about us.
Guys, you can't make this shit up. Celeste is like, I'm tired, guys. I just need.
I am tired.
Look
I am tired.
Look after me.
Woo, I know. It's not even about like your life. My whole life is in a masculine energy. I'm
Yes.
tired even when people ask me the time. You've asked me so much.
Exactly. Tick.
So yeah, I think subconsciously the girl inside is like, come on, I want to be pink. I want to.
At least you started with your nails. It's a good start.
Oh, and that's why. Listen, when I left the show, this is the main thing I wanted to do.
Yes.
Because I couldn't do nails, and I think that's another thing, like makeup, and that's my vibe. So I'm trying. I'm not that I'm not soft. I'm soft, but it's just
Yes.
that my life is just
You're tired of big dick energy. You want to just have
Yeah.
curly energy now.
I want a WAP energy. Something that I have for once. Hey, I think everything goes.
So what does WAP mean?
Hey, everybody has WAP, even no Queen Elizabeth. Why not? Wet as energy.
Hey, banna. I see even Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah,
I saw cobwebs there.
yeah, hi. And I always tell people, as we grow all these women, our sexual energy is on another level.
So you're in your 40s.
Yeah, I'm 44.
Are you saying that is not hair dye? This is libido. This is just libido dyeing your hair.
Listen. No, that's not libido. Damn, I haven't had my hair in the longest time, so I don't even know if I have white hair. Because every time I cut, I dye again. So I don't
You
know.
can check in your pants.
I know.
That's the quickest way to check your hair color.
Don't worry, the carpets are still black.
Oh, so that's still.
Yeah, even the drapes. Don't. Everything is still matching. I don't think I have that thing. I'm not. I don't have an old dying spirit. I'm very young
Okay.
inside.
In fact, speaking of hair, another thing we can't make up. Remember the other day there was a tiger on the loose? And no, not your favorite political uncle. And then another
That
tiger.
one was on the loose a long time ago.
And then there was another tiger we were told was on the loose or not. And then in the northwest, there was a lion that was being transported. They get to their destination, they look in the back, the lion is gone. There's a lion on the loose in Pretoria right now? What are we not learning?
I think as black people, we need some type of congregation, because if there are people that are scared of such animals, it's us.
Are you saying?
So
hold on. Are you implying that all these big cats might be a terrorism act?
I'm not even implying there's no black person who can own such cats.
Exactly.
We are still struggling with pit bulls, so
Yeah, because
so there's no way a black person can own a tiger and a lion. I know for a fact. If you do, we are suspecting a witchcraft, because even a snake is questionable to a black person.
remember the first lion that went on the loose?
Yeah.
And there was a gent that it attacked. And he says he was on his back and he was kicking.
And hey, that guy was a hero.
In my mind, I was like, he's black. I know he was saying futek. And the lion was like, huh? What?
What else can you say?
That's the
first
only
thing.
word we know.
That's the first thing. I mean, a lion looks like a dog anyway, so definitely futek will be the first thing you say. And hey, wait now, hey. So I think we must watch out. Because how people get these animals to own them? Like, I don't understand this. I used to think this only happens in Dubai.
And why all of a sudden are they going on the loose every week? Well, it's orchestrated. There's something happening.
No, something's happening. Minister of Electricity,
They're
lions.
coming after us.
Ish. I'm not going to Pretoria anytime soon.
Mark,
And I thought I had a date in Pretoria.
and on Friday, as in tonight, I am out in propaganda in Pretoria.
You okay?
Me, I'm not scared of a lion. Because my voice can also go.
Hey, you wish. You wish. I'm sure when Fresh faces the lion, these shoulders are not going to be broad anymore. We're going to see you squirm like this. Like, so I don't think you're going to make it. But no, guys, we must check. There's no way.
Now,
it's weird.
Speaking of tigers and cats, I don't know if you saw the story about Tiger Woods. So Tiger Woods' girlfriend, she is claiming that Tiger tricked her into going on holiday so that he can change the locks, because she came back and she was locked out of the house. So now they're in the middle of a messy breakup, but also she was made to sign a non-disclosure. So now she wants a judge to turn... Overturn the non-disclosure. Because obviously there's a Netflix movie that she could make.
Yeah.
She could tell us about his tiger.
What was happening?
Exactly.
The tiger tendencies in bed.
But she also wants $30 million, if I read correctly.
Girlfriend.
They're not even married.
How did she get to that $30 million? That doesn't make any sense. And also these non-disclosures, guys, I think I need them myself.
Tell us why.
Oh, Ibo, it's hard out there to get, because people are like, calm down. This time I'm not Celeste.
Yes.
This is a human nature
right
situation.
Now I'm baby.
I'm bae.
Yeah.
I'm honey and sugar now. Forget about me and being independent and all that. It's Celeste. I'm honey and sugar now.
Now shut up and do that thing you were doing.
Yeah. The problem is.
Yeah.
The problem is not when people are doing things to you. It's when you try to do things to them. Because now some guys are like, hey, hello. And your position is not favorable at that time. Like this, you're worshipping.
Things like what?
Like worshipping. Like worshipping.
Tell us more, Celeste.
Aibo. You ask now. I think you're not asking. Tell us more. You are now envisioning like ngaputelwa 2 years ago. I watched there was a guy who said after sex, like, I can't believe the whole Celeste. I'm like,
you're lying.
This is wrong.
So he went fan.
I didn't even realize it's fan.
So he nutted and went fan immediately.
In a nutshell. In a nutshell, that's what happened.
But I'm sure you're like, calm down. There's nothing to see here.
This show is nice. You say whatever comes in your mind. This is so cool.
Are you saying we are nuts?
Wow. Okay. And I'm the comedian. And the puns keep on coming this side. So yeah, I think I need that non-disclosure. So what does it say? It says don't. It's like a Lori Harvey non-disclosure one.
Oh, is she going there now?
Yeah, she
But
has that
isn't
one.
she 20 relationships late?
Hey, bruh.
Yeah?
You know what? I think as women, this is what we're facing.
Okay.
When it comes to body counts, because people have been, because I think as women, the non-disclosure will be for body count situation.
Hold up. So you guys are body counts?
Well, that's what people are talking about. We don't care.
I thought you guys just did 1 or 2 and then you're done. And then you get married.
Hey,
Yeah?
1 or 2, when it's time to disclose, the number is questionable.
When you get into a relationship, is there still a thing to disclose your body count? And what does it determine in the first place?
I'm 44 now.
Are you your body count though?
I mean, let me tell you something. I've got experience that I can tell you. Because I don't think it even counts in that sense, but it's just that
Because I don't want to know. I don't care how many guys you've been with. I don't want to know.
Who wants to know?
Because what does it determine? Nothing.
Thank you. Can some people? Can you tell your guys? Because I've had so many discussions with people go, no, but yeah. I'm like, life has happened.
No.
What do you mean?
As long as when I'm done, I hear, where? Then we're rocking. Eh?
Oh my God. So I don't think it counts, definitely.
I don't think it
Body
counts at all.
counts doesn't count.
So you wouldn't ask a guy his body count?
I don't care. I don't care. Because also I feel like you don't even have to ask. The experience will tell you.
Oh, yes.
How far?
Or not, though.
What makes people take that long to learn after so many practices?
No, you could literally just be a natural born...
Failure.
No, you're just a natural born entertainer.
Oh,
With a minimum...
with the
body
minimum
count.
number.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying obviously the more experienced you are or whatever you skilled you are,
Yeah.
that's more body body count. No. I'm just saying that, like, mdala manje fresh. When
Me, I'm young.
yeah, you mdala kabi
No, me,
wena.
I'm 21. Yeah, no, me, I'm 21.
with another 29 years of experience.
You know what the problem is with relationships? Often women almost fear showing exactly what they want to do because guys, we have such fragile egos that we translate what she can actually do to therefore she got around.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So I'd like to say to guys, depending on how fragile your ego is, your girl is not giving you the best of herself.
Thank you.
Might judge her.
I always say this because you know why women have freedom after a certain age?
Yes.
We're no longer having sex for marriage purposes.
Yeah.
We're having it to enjoy.
That's
When we
all.
are younger, you're like, hey, maybe there's
Yeah.
a lobola coming.
Exactly.
But now you're like, there's no lobola coming. He's just going to come. But you're just going to enjoy sex. And I think when you are older, there's no expectation unless
Absolutely.
it's a transitional relationship.
Yes.
So expressing sexual energy, guys should just calm down. And also as women, when we know something, we know it in depth. You must understand. Like, we get in there. I don't want to get in too much. This is not a sexual podcast, but
Let's get into your weekend. You are performing where on Sunday?
Sunday I'm at the Bioscope. I think let's do clubs. Fresh. There's a business for you because you guys are business-minded and now, yeah. Anyway, we need clubs as comedians, and I'm praying that we're gonna, after COVID, we're gonna have more of them. So
rebuild.
Yeah, rebuild again. So I'm doing a Bioscope on Sunday.
Okay.
It's a nice small venue.
Yes.
I think it's less than 50 people or 50 people at most. I love it because it helps.
So how do you
when
make
you want to
money?
write.
How do you make money in a small place
That's
like that?
That's a writing room. You don't even make money. That's another thing. With
So
us.
that's to test material.
That's a
almost.
testing material. You write the room. You work your stage time. Because my show is on next week. I'll be in PE on the 18th of March at the Bordeaux Casino.
So that's a show.
So that's a show.
Okay.
That's me.
So is there
having my
material
one-man
that you're
show.
gonna maybe test drive at the Bioscope on Sunday?
It's-
Or is the PE show done already?
The PE show is a set show, but the set always grows.
Absolutely.
So
it must evolve.
It does. So also I didn't get to do PE when I did the tour Money and Men. So I'm bringing Money and Men, but of course, chances are it's going to be slightly different than what I've been doing in Joburg and other places because now the material has evolved. And
tell us about Money and Men.
Money and Men, exactly what we've been talking about.
Yes.
If you have
Hold
money,
on. So I just gave you material.
No. Not in that sense. The context.
No, I'm a genius.
So the whole thing of masculine energy and feminine energy that we find ourselves in as women, and then we find ourselves making money, and therefore, for some whatever odd reason, you are less attractive to most people out there.
Yes.
So we always find ourselves in that conundrum of between money and men. Which one do you choose to focus on? Because I feel like women are reprimanded for focusing and dreaming and going for what they want in life and being ambitious, as if you should have done that same energy. You should have focused in on making sure you get a right man. That's the conversation we find now.
But because almost like a right man is an achievement, almost like marriage is an achievement.
Exactly.
And that you are less than if you don't have a man who's looking after you, or if you're not married, you don't have children.
You see, that some of us are rehandling this thing. We might be billionaires first before we find a baby.
And she waited.
But now she can have 4 or 5 babies in a row because the money is there.
And she can pay people to have babies for her.
Exactly.
What do you do when you're broody, when you're feeling broody and you want children? Do you ever feel broody?
I've felt broody, but what helped is that I had nieces and nephews, and you take care of other people's kids, you become an extended parent, so to speak. But now I'm like, I'm cool with it because I feel also you have to question yourself: is this me or is this the society? I wouldn't mind to have kids. I'm not one of those that said I don't want to have kids.
Yes.
But if I don't, I will also accept my life.
Yeah.
It's not like I'll go crazy.
Carry on enjoying practicing.
I'll practice. If I'm still practicing.
You can take that ball. You don't have to score.
I see my 18 areas, Chigala.
I'll take
midfielder. Midfield. But I feel like we're gonna get to a very interesting time when it comes to relationships because also there's a lot that is required from men. We know men are getting to a point where they're not asked for money, they're asked for character, which is gonna be very challenging for most men.
They do?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
The minute you ask men characters, like, well, how much do you want? Don't talk about my traumas. You ask a man, so what do you think about the time? Give me here's the money. Men don't like talking. That's a problem.
Yes.
And it's not about talking. We just want to get to a point where I wish. Also, which is another reason why I had Money and Men as a show, because I feel like we need to understand and acknowledge that we are different, and we're a different generation, and we're moving this relationship, marriage, whatever it looks like, sexuality, into a different direction that has never happened before. So if people can accept all other, extreme ideas, they can accept that women are changing as well. It's not like I'm less feminine.
The world is evolving.
Exactly.
But a lot of us are almost in denial about it.
More especially when it comes to expectations from a woman. We can come now in different forms and ways and with different characters and strengths. So it's not the same. I mean, the guy did the coffee for me, and it's a guy. So
it's a business.
I know.
This is not courtship here.
No, it's not like that. You paid for the coffee.
Don't confuse a business with courtship. It's like, he made me a McDonald's. He loves me. No, he sells McDonald's.
No, I'm done confusing things. That's why I don't even like, those things that men do whenever you must meet my mother. I'm like, hey, I don't want to meet you. You are fighting with your family members. Tell me what you are about.
Exactly.
Because remember, when you're younger, when you know a family member of your boyfriend, you feel like you are getting married tomorrow. Because, like, I know his aunt. Like, and then what?
Yes, I met the aunt. That means Lobola is coming very soon.
No, I'm no longer in that.
That time the aunt has met all of you.
Yeah.
Now, as entertainers, do you find we're expected to help people deal with their problems, their demons, escape, when often we are dealing with our own demons?
And the thing is, that's the thing. All of us, I believe, we channeling our demons in whatever that we are given to share as a craft, be it music, whatever. This is where you are also finding your own healing and
Yes.
unpacking whatever that you're feeling. So I think as much as we share this with other people, probably we should find ourselves in there as people
Sure.
and say, as much as I'm talking to other people, I'm talking to myself. When I talk about money and men, I'm also talking to myself.
Counsel
I'm not-
yourself also.
Exactly, in the process, because I will never know, you know. And also, it will help us not to remove ourselves from having issues. Because then if this whole thing makes you feel like you got it all figured out. And that's why then...
And then when you commit suicide, we're like, how?
Yes.
But she was happy. The way she was hitting,
Right.
she was hitting on Fresh on the
Right.
podcast.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't know she was going through things. Kanti, she was saying goodbye on the podcast.
No, fresh. I'm still fresh. I still have things to do. I'm sorry. I'm not coming. So,
Oh.
from the, oh gosh.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
Exactly.
Oh Lord. I think Fresh had ideas for the longest time now.
Celeste Ntuli,
Yeah, Bo.
the movie.
The movie.
Who's your steering?
Whew. You mean when,
Yes, who's gonna play you?
wow, fresh. I'm still fresh. Okay, anyway.
No. The reason I ask you this is because I mean you act. And
Yes,
you
yes,
kick
yes.
butt at it.
Yeah.
And because you're within that ecosystem, I mean you know all the young.
Oh, you mean the actors that
Yes.
are okay. I love I don't know what is her name, but she was on Deep City.
Okay.
People that were on Deep City, I feel because they're young actors. That's the
Yes.
reason why I go to
In
that
fact,
show.
I enjoyed that project because it was I knew none of them,
Thank you.
and I enjoyed it because
Right,
of that. Yes.
right. I think I enjoyed seeing them in not so favorable characters.
Yes, yes.
Most of the time, I feel like people want TV to be glitz and glamour. I enjoy when I see people playing characters that are going to make them remove who they are and become different people. I think definitely she's not young, but I feel Dawn Tandega Kin can play me.
Oh yes, you could. I think she'd.
Actually, I've been wanting to work with her. It has been my dream, like, one day I wish to work with her as my sister in any other project. I feel she's amazing. And of course, physically we look similar.
Sure.
We have, similarities. I think it's her and this other lady that I don't know also that was on the Deep City, that the big lady, dark skin, not Kwete, but the other one who was younger. And I
Sure.
feel like if I'm in my 60s, 70s, and they're trying to find someone who's going to play me, well, she can.
In fact, earlier on we alluded to the fact that often as entertainers we're expected to be people's escape, despite the fact that we're dealing with our own issues.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the acting space
Yes.
are going through their own stuff because acting pays rubbish.
Listen,
You are lucky to get a gig a year, but you get the gig a year, you're on TV, people think, no, she's bullying. And then they see you in a taxi going for your next audition, and it's like, Celeste is in a taxi.
Kanti, what's going on?
She's not famous, she's not rich. How would you like to advise, especially the young actors, in terms of protecting your mental health?
yeah.
Because we can't continue losing people to suicide. We can't continue having people barely getting by, not only because the money is bad, but because my mental health is also bad.
I think for me that I'm lucky that I'm a comedian and I got to act. And then, of course, when the show ended, it was a deliberate move for me not to go back to television anytime soon. And I was lucky because I had comedy on the side. But I believe that also there's always that clash between time and money. When you're an actress, when you have time, that means you don't have money. But when you have money, that means you don't have time. So I feel like we can use the time where we do not have money. That means we don't have work to recreate. Or I will advise, because I don't see most actors in South Africa. I don't know how it happens. But for me, I feel like it can happen like comedy. You can create your own show. You can. Because people know you now. If you can have one-handers, I don't see a lot of that, and I don't know why. Maybe I might be wrong. Maybe people don't like theater that much, but I feel like just like comedy, you can see me on television with my special, but you can also see me
On stage somewhere.
Bodo Casino, I'm performing, I'm good.
So are you saying, as much as things are rough, don't sleep on yourself and your talent?
Yeah, like question things that you can do. I literally I'm saying this advice is what I've been doing and it's what I'm at.
Yes.
Like, what can you do beyond? You can't say what is the next acting gig because, like you say, you never know. You
Yes.
can wait. Even if you went on that audition, you are not quite fitting.
Some of our faves from the small screen haven't had a gig in years.
No, it's again this setup. Radio used
Sure.
to be, you know,
Yes,
like
yes.
you just told me now. If you want radio, this is a beginning. So I feel like if we can treat every other aspect, even
Sure.
in acting, if you can have, because people can do monologues, and that's a 30-minute show of whatever, even
Sure.
if it's a skit, whatever it is. But I feel like, because once you do it, it's gonna find its own way.
Absolutely.
So then to sit and wait for the other auditions is too much.
My final story for You Can't Make This Ish Up is the fact that you are besties with actress Mampo Brescia.
Yeah.
What do you guys talk about? Because you guys are like polar
Yeah, I know.
opposites. I'm like,
Listen,
what do you guys talk
and
about?
that's how we got to know each other on set, because everyone else was telling me that you and Mampo, but you don't understand how much all the other stuff. There's Mampo is such a nice human being.
Yes.
And she's kind, she's considerate, and she's down to earth. As much as she looks very, flamboyant, oh my God, but she is
very Lani.
very Lani, very.
Yes.
But what I'm learning from her, it's what I'm saying now. I want to channel.
Yes.
Her feminine energy is never shaken. Oh no, Mampo, people, they could be fire, but she'll be like, men are gonna do that. I'm not touching anything.
Yes.
I love that about her. She's like, no, Mampo doesn't mess around.
She's not afraid of being a girly girl.
No. She's a girly girl. When
Yes.
there's a man around, she's not touching anything.
Yes.
She's just a princess. I love that about her.
Has there ever been a moment where she said something and you agreed, but you're like, I wonder what she's talking about. I'm lost here.
Oh yeah, whenever she talks about injections and Botox, I always laugh at her. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Yeah.
Have you seen? And she goes, oh, Celeste, your elasticity. I didn't even know what was that. Like, what is elasticity? Your thighs are very tight. I'm like, oh, is that how? I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's like, I was born like this.
I was in rural areas. They gave us elasticity.
You're like, you guys are paying money for this?
I think that's why we marvel at each other's differences and how we approach life,
Yes.
and we also respect each other's decisions and however because we're not the same. Yeah, that's true.
No, like I said, you guys are polar opposites. But
I
you
know.
get along like a house on fire.
I know, like she'll be called like, I miss you. Let's come and cheat, and that's the thing. We have a lovely time when we're just chilling and
Yes.
talking, and also she's very smart. She's so intelligent. Yeah. Just get over the whole weave and whatnot, she's amazing. She's stunning, and she looks at life differently. That's what I appreciate.
And that's
about
what we need. We need a perspective that's not ours.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
She-
all we're ever going to see.
You know me,
is-
I'm always on some, black people, Mampo doesn't have, it's like human experience. That's how she takes life. She never had race issues and,
Sure.
and I feel like I admire such black people who've moved on the whole thing of every other aspect of your life. You look at it as if I was white, this could be. If I was black, this
I'm
could be.
bewitched.
Yeah, no. Mampo and bewitching is like, oh, come on. Where's my champagne?
That's my witch, bitch.
Yeah, and that's what she calls everyone who's a sangom. That's a witch. I'm like, it's the same. Come on, Celeste.
Guys,
I love it.
Geez, man. Hashtag Order Woman. You're incredible.
Thank you so
you're
much.
Incredible. You're an energy unlike any other, and I wish nothing but the best for you.
Thank you. I wanted to ask you something before you finish.
What
Can you
now?
be my mentor?
What does that even mean?
I don't even know. I had
Yeah, but-
people having mentors and stuff. I was like, I'm gonna have to ask, because sometimes I will have questions. You've been doing so many things. This is the reason why I said, can I ask you? Because
Also, you're here because you want to use me, basically.
no. You're the one who called me fresh.
Senkate.
Woke up in the morning and said, good morning, man.
Katele.
If voice not got fresh, good morning, man. I'm like, Ibo fresh.
You know what?
Calm down.
They say sometimes if what you ask might not happen, it's how you ask. So I had to send you a voice note sounding like I just woke up at 3 in the morning. Because
I was
that's
like,
when
hey,
I recorded it at 3 in the morning, just waking up, and then I saved it for late.
No, I won't lie. I was with my friend. I was like, who fresh?
Oh, I'm sleeping.
That was a deliberate, seductive voice note. Hi, Mantuli. I'm like, oh, Lord. Please, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty.
Pass me the champagne.
Pass me the champagne. The tiger is on the loose.
Okay, I don't know what mentoring you looks like, but let's do it and see what happens.
Yeah, questions. I think I have a lot of questions, and I've done a couple of things in the industry, and I feel like sometimes you don't have the answers as much as you think
In
you do.
fact, in between all of these takes, I've given her 2 show ideas already. Don't sleep on yourself, please.
I won't.
2 show ideas. And hopefully episode 1 of one of the shows, she'll say, thank you, Fresh, for
No,
the idea.
I will. No, I have a mentor. That's all I know. And he's fresh.
And he puts the
Fresh
men.
out of the
He puts the men in mentor.
Oh, oh my God.
And Tor, like Taurus the bull. Because sometimes he speaks a lot of it.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. He does put the man in mentor.
Ladies and gentlemen, Celeste Ntuli is about to leave the building.
Thank you so much. That was a wow moment.
Wow, what a week with myself, DJ Fresh.
This is
What a week.
What a Week. Tech.
You know how some people get scolded for playing electronic games too much? How they get told that it might not get them anywhere or anything? Well, our guest kicks that theory out of the park, figuratively and even electronically. Let's welcome Master Thabo Moloi, aka Yvng Savage, aka Yvng Savage. Thabo turned 21 in January. He's from Vereniging. In the WAW, his mother, Flora, describes him as a quiet person. He started off with a TV game before his father bought him an Xbox 360. And Thabo is in the building. Tibos, how you doing, brother?
I'm good in yourself, brother.
I'm good. So you're in an elevator with a 5-year-old. Uncle Thabo, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living, Thabo?
I'm a professional gamer.
What do you mean? You're black. Is that allowed? Do black parents allow that?
Well, I forced him to, you know. So, yeah, man.
So professional gamer, in very, very simple English, means what exactly?
Well, you play video games for a living. That's the simplest form I can put it in. You know what I mean?
You know, I'm listening to you with my heart smiling because I love it when I see, especially black kids, because often we are forced into professions our parents feel might be a better plan. But, you know, to hear a kid like you say, I do what I love for a living, my heart is smiling, my dude. I'm sure you hear that all the time, right?
Yeah, of course, man. Like, I've never really, you know, seen myself doing anything else besides playing either soccer professionally or
Yes.
the gaming thing just came up along the journey. But yeah.
So
okay.
are you good at FIFA because you kind of sucked at soccer?
No. Nah, that's not true, man. Like, I want to be a professional soccer player, actually, but as I got older, like grade 8 and stuff, then
Yes.
I lost interest, really. Then I started gaming more and more.
So we're talking e-sport, which would make you an e-athlete then, right? What's the biggest misconception about e-athletics and e-sport?
Well, okay, about e-sport and e-athletics, the difference is, I don't know, people somehow think maybe, you know, gamers just sit around the whole day.
Hey, you're loafers.
Yeah,
Lalo
exactly.
Fanje.
Just, you know what I mean? But then it's more or less the same. Like, if you're preparing, like, mentally,
Yes.
also physically, like, you need to make sure that you know, your hands are always, like,
Yeah,
reflexes, you know what I mean?
Exactly. You don't
So,
have,
like-
what is it called? Joystick thumb.
Yeah,
Or joystick
exactly,
wrist.
You know, and, like, I do get that sometimes, and it's a bit painful, but then,
So do you have one of those things there that helps you train your grip and make you stronger?
now I wish I had. I would be lying if I'm saying that I did have.
Yeah, those cost like $50. Go to game and get one of those things so you can train your grip there. Then you can look like a 16-year-old with a bottle of lotion.
I might have to invest in on soon, actually.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how did you get into gaming professionally? Take us back to where it all started for you.
Obviously, it started off like, you know, after school, going home straight, playing every day. So obviously,
So what were you playing at the time? And how old were you?
well, I used to play a bunch of different games actually with my friends competitively. I was
Sure.
like 15 now. At first, we used to play wrestling amongst each other. You know,
Oh, yes,
like
yes.
it was so competitive. So
Sure.
that's what kind of got me into like competing. So yeah, I just told myself that I love FIFA so much, and I think I'm so good at it, especially like amongst my friends also. Like I was better than all of them in my opinion. So I just thought, nah, let me just try and pursue it professionally, you know. So I would go online on YouTube, try to look up like how to play FIFA online, you know, how to compete like on the best tournaments alongside the best players. So like I would always look at them and tell myself, nah.
So who was the big name at the time? Like you were like 15, 16. Like who was the guy that you looked at and say, one day when I grow up,
Wanna be like him?
or I'm gonna kick your ass?
Nah, it was some overseas guy, man. So
What's his name?
His name was Huge Gorilla
Okay.
or something like that. Yeah,
Yes.
but then he was like the world champion at that year. So I told myself, nah, one day I actually wanna play FIFA professionally like this. Obviously, like I don't know what it took or how to get there. So I just started playing a lot. Then eventually, you know, some things came up.
So who first noticed you and realized this kid has something about him?
That's an interesting question. But I would have to say it's my teammate at this day. Like he's a FIFA captain of the team I represent. His name is Julio. You know, he's part of the reason why I'm here today. Like he was one of the best FIFA players I've came up across in South Africa. Like I couldn't believe it, you know. I thought I was the best until I played that guy at that time. So yeah, man, he was my inspiration at that time.
So it's 2018. You're 16 years old. You're making your first entrance into the esports arena. Take us back to that period.
That day it was like, you know, I started off in the morning. I woke up, obviously. I'm thinking, okay, it's tournament day.
Did you have breakfast that
No,
morning?
not even. So obviously I took a shower and all that. So
That helps.
yeah. I told my parents that I wanna go to the FIFA tournament in Monte Casino. Then my mom was like, nah, don't go. You know, you're wasting your time. I'm like, hey, relax, you man. Then my dad was just like, nah.
So you said to your mother, relax, yo.
No, of course. In my mind, I didn't tell her like
You were
relax,
thinking
but in my
it.
mom like, nah, man,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah.
Then my dad was like, nah, just let the child go. So he gave me the money for a taxi and all that. So I went with my other friend. He was like older than me at the time, so
Yes.
like he accompanied me.
Did you
basically.
know what to expect getting there?
I wasn't expecting anything. I just
Yeah.
wanted to win one match, then I'm happy.
Yes,
That
sir.
was my expectation. So
Yeah.
I got there, you know, you meet all the FIFA guys that you've been playing online, the big guys also. So I'm nervous, man. So obviously at that time, and first round, I get the toughest opponent. That's like one of the people.
So who was your first opponent?
His name was Nicholas James.
Yeah.
But he doesn't play anymore. But like
So you beat him so hard he left.
I didn't beat him, man. I beat
okay.
him. It was like a tight game. It was a tight game. I beat him like over extra time. But yeah,
So what was the final score?
it was like 4-3 if I remember
But
correct.
obviously he was one of the favorites for that weekend.
Exactly.
And then you beat his ass first round.
Yeah, so after I beat him, like my confidence went up the roof. So I just thought, nah, I'm not.
No, I mean, I live in North Riding. I could see your confidence from North Riding on that day. I was like, why is there a glow over Monte Casino? It was you.
I guess so, man.
So what happens in the next round?
Yeah, so obviously the next round, and the opponent who was supporting me, he actually wanted me to win because he thought he could beat me.
Oh, yes.
You know what I
Obviously, you
mean?
want to get rid of the
So
so-called weaker guys out the way.
Exactly.
Yes.
So he's keeping him clever. So now I catch him next round, I beat him easily, man. Then the other guy, the next opponent, I don't really know who he was.
Yes.
I beat him also. I find myself, I'm in the grand final tomorrow. I'll literally like secure 150K. I'm like,
Hold on. So by the end of Saturday,
yes,
you are in the final.
yes.
So now you must go back home
Go back
and tell
home.
them that I need to go back tomorrow.
Yeah.
So who did you tell first, your mom or your dad?
Okay, this is what happened. I
Yeah.
got home around 1 or 2 in the morning. I told them, nah. I knocked. Obviously, they were sleeping.
Yes.
Then my mom opened after like 20. I'm like,
And
after 10 to 15.
You're 16 at this time.
I'm 16 at
Yes.
the time, yeah. Then my mom opened the door, like, yeah, where you come from? I'm like, obviously a tournament. I told you. Then
Yes.
she's like, okay, how did it go? I told her, and she was like, wow. I don't know, like, I don't think in the moment she believed me.
Yes,
So
yes,
she,
yes,
she,
yes, yes.
She just went back to sleep. So, okay, it's fine. Then we continue the normal procedure tomorrow. I wake up in the morning, I told her, yeah.
So you're in your taxi going back to Monte Casino. It's Sunday.
Yeah.
You're in the FIFA final. This is East. I mean, this was a big campaign.
Mm.
Because I remember on my radio show, we even did a promo for that tournament at Monte Casino.
Mm.
So you arrived there and then what?
Yeah, everyone is just like greeting me, you know.
Yes.
Like
And now they know you.
Yeah, that was the first glimpse of, you know, Yvng Savage. You know, everyone knows me, Yvng Savage. Hey, good luck today.
Yes, sir.
And everyone's supporting me, like they're telling me you're gonna win. But I'm
Also
nervous.
because you're the underdog.
Exactly. You know,
Yes.
people love the underdog. I've
Yes.
seen how it works now. But yeah, man, you know, like everyone's supporting me, they're telling me you're gonna win. So obviously I get nervous. I'm like, oh, imagine if I let all these people down and all that. But yeah, man, that's just how it went
So
down.
tell us about that final game. What happened?
So the final game, yeah, like I said, before the final, even the
So who are you playing against in this final?
the Zuhair Ibrahim, the guy
Yeah.
who won it the previous year actually.
Ah, so he was the defending
So
champ.
He was the defending champ. And he
You're
made
the
it to
first
final.
timer.
Yeah, exactly. So
Jeez.
Nah, that's crazy. So obviously some security lady comes up to me, she even hugs me and gives me a kiss. She's like, nah, you're gonna win this game. I'm like, oh.
What?
I guess she gave me the good luck, you know.
Yes,
so I'll
yes,
take
yes,
it.
yes.
But
Nothing
then-
like a kiss from an older lady. I know the feeling.
yeah. So yeah, anyway, I get to the final. I'm nervous, obviously, I'm shaking, but then I'm trying like to control myself. I don't overthink it because
Yes,
obviously you're gonna
yes,
get nervous.
yes.
Then yeah, I play the game. I'm in like 30 minutes, I'm 4-0 up. What? I'm 4-0 up. Oh, I just hear everyone chanting my name. Thabo,
Yes,
Thabo.
yes, yes, yes.
I'm shaking at that moment. I'm like, oh damn, bro. What if I choke this thing, or what if something bad happens? It will be like a biggest embarrassment. So I just told myself, nah, in the second half, just control the ball, hold it.
Yes.
Yeah, then that's what I just did. I saw the 90 minutes, bang, the game is over.
What was the
Won
final
thing.
score?
Now it was 4-2. He scored too late though.
Yes,
you
yes,
know,
yes,
like
yes.
At
yes.
that time,
Yeah,
I
you
was-
let him. You let him
Yeah,
score too.
you know, I was at a time where I'm like, man, now.
So what did you win? You're 16. It's your first tournament.
Yeah.
What did you win?
Yeah, man, I won a huge cash prize actually of 400,000.
400,000 rand.
Yeah,
Shut up.
I mean, you don't find those these days, you know, but then, yeah, back then, nah, it was nice, man. 400K.
So what? Like, so you've won now. Do they take you to a room to get your details? You're 16. Obviously, you're a minor.
Yeah,
Do they have to call your dad to come and collect the money? Do they need you? Did you have a bank account at the time?
Did I? I think I shortly created one, but obviously it doesn't for those purposes.
Yes.
Just to have one.
In case you're 50 bucks.
Exactly.
But now you're
you know.
400,000 rand.
Yeah, man. But then, obviously, I don't know, man. I don't actually remember what happened because, they took my birth certificate. I didn't even have an ID at that
Yes,
time.
yes, yes.
So they were like, is this you? Are you sure?
Yes,
I'm
yes,
like,
yes,
"Oh,
yes.
it's me. You
Yeah.
can see the details. But yeah, man, that's just not went down.
So you arrive home,
yeah.
and what you say to your parents? You've just won almost 500,000 rand playing a game.
I told my mother again, I won the tournament. She's like, nah, you lie. And I showed her the pictures and all that. Okay, there she was really happy.
Yes.
I guess she was happy that I actually, won it. But obviously she didn't really expect it, which
Yes,
I didn't
yes.
expect it.
Sure.
So it was like nice for everyone at home, I guess.
So 400,000 rand went where? Like,
you mean, like,
what did you
went
blow it on? Did you blow it? Did you spend it on school stuff? Did you buy more games?
Actually, I didn't blow it.
Yeah.
I didn't blow it. I just kept it for, future reservations.
So is it still there?
Hmm.
I need a loan, my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah? Just a donation for the podcast. I promise it'll come back tenfold, I promise.
I will speak after the podcast, but
But you unfortunately lost your dad along the way.
oh yeah.
How did that impact just you as a young man, but also you as a gamer, as an athlete?
Oh, you see, that year was like,
How old were you when you lost your old man?
it was 3 years ago. So
Yeah.
I was like,
18.
was I? Yeah, I was 18. Oh, I don't even remember. It's crazy. But then, yeah, man, it was supposed to be like the best year of my life, because like I just signed to Red Bull,
Oh, yes. You were Team Red Bull.
Yeah, like
Yes.
I just recently signed there. Then shortly after he passed away, so obviously things kept getting better and better. Obviously, like in my career, but then as soon as he passed away, like. Yeah, man, that was a tough one because he was like the breadwinner also. It's like my mom doesn't have a job, so
Sure.
my dad was like taking care of everyone. So it was like a tough situation.
A tough
to adapt
period,
to.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Did you find that the gaming helped you, though, deal with the loss?
Yeah, at that time, especially.
And keep your mind off the loss, for instance?
Yeah, not really, but sometimes, man. But because like it was COVID really, so there was not much going on in terms of gaming. So yeah, man. So it affected us a lot. But then, yeah, over time in the year, it got better and better, I guess.
In fact, you and fellow gamer Giulio Beast Bianchi were the first gamers featured in the Forbes Africa 30 under 30. This was 2 years ago. How did that feel?
No, it's a great honor, man. Honestly, like I didn't see myself ever being part of the Forbes list ever in my life. You know, I don't really even. It wasn't even a consideration.
Yes,
for
yes,
me,
yes.
So being part of it is just like wow. Especially for like a young black kid, also. You know? Yeah, man. It's nice being like inspirational to other kids, trying to show them that you can do it. You know. So yeah, man. It's an honor. It's an honor.
Now, in 2019, you were ranked number 1 in SA. How do you get to number 1? What does it take to be the number 1 FIFA gamer in the country?
It takes a lot of hard work, you know,
Yeah.
sacrifice, sleepless nights.
So, but how does it work? Is it based on how many tournaments you've played and how many people you've beaten?
Yes.
How do the
yes.
rankings
So
work?
It works international tournaments mainly. It's
Yes.
mainly about that. So,
Okay.
yeah, so there's these tournaments you play to qualify for cups in wherever, Paris, for example, or whatever. But then, as you win in the cups, you get points, and you play against the best players in the world at that time. So
Sure.
I was like so overly confident in myself, so like I would beat some of the world's best players and all
Jeez.
that. So yeah, man. Then I was supposed to qualify for the FIFA playoffs, but then COVID came up, so it cancelled everything. So
Oh, yes, that was 2020
Yes.
that you were supposed to travel.
yeah, then they got cancelled because of COVID. But then
But you being part of Team Red Bull meant Red Bull fly you to Austria for training and conditioning and coaching. What does that coaching entail?
nah, it's just how to. Well, mainly the biggest lesson for me there was like the mental game. You know.
Oh, yes, yes.
Like it's so easy to lose your head or be distracted like while playing, especially important games. So the main thing that they told me there is like maybe like diet while gaming, also like have a few snacks always, whatever, to keep the energy levels high. Then yeah, mental training,
Yeah.
some physical training,
Sure.
just to make sure that you know some tests, those type of things. But
Yeah.
it was a great experience overall.
Now, a lot of parents to this day struggle with the concept of my child wants to be a gamer. My child is spending all the screen time. My child is not studying. He's always playing games. He wants to play more games. He wants V-Bucks because he wants to play
Fortnite.
He wants to play Fortnite. Sorry, I have a 7-year-old, and first says he's 7, and he'll get into tournaments and he'll beat everyone. And I'm like, maybe I could retire off this child.
It's possible. It's possible. Like,
What would you like to say to parents of a child like that, who might be worried that, what if this child is just wasting time doing this thing?
That's a hard one, eh? I don't know, man. But then, from the heart, truly.
Based on how your parents showed up for you.
Obviously, like, with my experience, I just had to show them
Yes.
that I can do it.
So allow me to show you, is what you're saying. Allow me to show you.
Allow me, yeah, man, just, okay, to the parents, just let the child do whatever they need to, man. Like,
Sure.
just try to put him in the best position possible. Like, if he wants this, I guess you gotta support him, man. You gotta have faith. You know what I mean? Like, you have to, if I want V-Bucks, then
Sure.
if that's what he thinks will help him, then yeah, I mean, just have to invest in the kid. But then, yeah, just support the kid fully, man.
Sure.
That's what I truly believe in. That's the main thing about it. There's no other way to go about
Sure.
it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you have plans outside of gaming? Like, what are some of your other bigger dreams? Do you want to go back to school? Do you want to, like, what do you want to do with the rest of your life?
That's a very good question, actually.
Yeah,
Now,
your mom Flora said I must ask you this because she says you never answer her.
Nah, man. For me, I don't know, man. Like, I see myself gaming for like the longest time possible. You know what I mean? But then, if I had to do something other than gaming, probably open up an esports team. You know,
Sure.
like
Be a mentor and a coach.
yeah,
Yes.
something like that. Yeah, mainly be a mentor and a coach. Try to give other people the opportunity that maybe I didn't have at some point in my
Sure,
life. Yeah,
sure.
something like that.
But how many of you are making a living gaming right now that you know of?
How many?
Yes.
I don't know.
Is it like less than
Well, in
10?
South
Is it less than
Africa-
100? No, South Africa.
South Africa.
Yes.
obviously I know myself. A few friends, like 4 or 5 friends.
So you guys are just gaming for the living.
Yeah, man.
And you're paying your bills, there's no problem. You never have to worry about rent and food.
Yeah, obviously it depends on how's your lifestyle also.
Yes,
but
yes.
Then, yeah, man, if you how can I put it in the best way? Yeah, but yeah, you never really have
If you're
to
not
worry.
reckless, you can make a living.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
honestly.
So, for instance, your team Red Bull. So, how does it work? Do you get a salary every month? Do you get an allowance?
From Red Bull?
Yes.
Yeah, you get a salary and some bonuses if you like reach certain
Jeez.
goals and whatever. Yeah, that's just how it works with Red Bull. Obviously, there's things you must do, like maybe
Yeah.
interviews also, like certain amount also in a year, whatever. But then overall, yeah, man, I'm happy with them. They
Sure.
take care of me nicely. So
Sorry, I just need to send a quick email to my parents. Dear Mom and Dad, when the Sega Genesis dropped, I said, please get me a Sega Genesis. You will not regret it. Right now, you could be retired eating my gaming money, Mom and Dad. Yours, your son, disappointed. Send. Sorry.
nah, that's funny, man.
But I'm sure you know the Sega Genesis, or you don't. Maybe Google
I
it.
don't. I really don't.
Before we let you go, you're off to Egypt next week. What's happening in Egypt?
Yeah, so there's like a tournament, a global tournament. Well, it's an African-based tournament.
Okay. Who's number one on the continent right now?
Some other kid actually, a friend of mine.
From where?
Caleb, South Africa.
Oh, flip. So you
Well,
guys are running the
Nah,
show.
South Africa, we have talent, man. We just wanna try and broadcast it
Yeah.
overseas. Like,
So
you
he's
know.
so he's number one on the continent.
Yeah, he's ranked.
And then
number
where are
one
you
at the
ranked
moment.
right now?
Where am I ranked? I would say I'm like top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah. Well,
Are you
I have to win the
eyeing-
next one to get close to top 1. So that's the whole reason why I'm going to Egypt to go and win it.
Oh, so you're going to Egypt because they need to know.
Yeah, they must know. Because, like, we came from South Africa to Egypt, so the connection is not really the best.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's like putting me in the best place
So
possible.
winning in Egypt would mean what for your career? What would happen next?
Then there's one more of the same cup, then it's the playoffs next. Then from playoffs, if you do well in the playoffs, it's the World Cup.
So if you win in Egypt, how much would you win?
It's like 3.5K USD. So it's like,
Okay, so $3,500.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a small tournament.
yeah, it's
But it's a
nothing
big deal though, because that's how the
for the
rankings
points,
work. For the
exactly,
points,
yeah.
yes,
It's mainly
yes.
about the points. It's mainly about the
Okay, so Red Bull then would typically fly you since your team Red Bull and take care of everything.
100%.
Do you fly business? May I
Nah,
negotiate your next contract?
not for not for these things, but then the last German event, I should have went to, but then I couldn't go because of like visa issues. It
Yes.
was actually business, so not bad.
Okay, so you have a ticket to Germany business. You must just use it now.
Yeah. basically.
Okay. My dude, where do we find you online? If we want to support you, want to like, follow your career, do you have a YouTube channel? Can we watch you play?
I have a YouTube channel, but I haven't started posting content yet.
I'm going to smack you. Why would you do that? Why would you not have content?
Yeah, man. I'll get there.
Do you know that with your YouTube channel and being one of the hottest gamers on the continent, there are kids who will watch you play FIFA?
Consistent. I know
Consistently.
that. I know that. I just need to be more serious with it. I think I will.
And that YouTube channel, once you're done gaming, could actually be paying your bills for the rest of your life.
I know that.
You're lucky I'm not violent. I would have smacked you. Like, what are you doing? No, dude, come. Julio, please could you set up his YouTube channel and get him going? In fact, may I personally hold you accountable? Every month, I want to go to your YouTube channel. Or every month, I want to post. Please check out his YouTube channel.
Okay. Yeah, that's a thing.
And my people better find content there because we want to support you, dude. We want to see you fly.
I appreciate.
Is that a deal?
Man. Yeah. It's a
Okay,
deal.
you need to shake my hand. There we go. Shook hands.
That's
And then other social media, where do we find you?
Instagram, Twitter. Wait, out of social media.
Yes. All social media, yeah. What's your handle?
Yeah, it's Instagram, Twitter. It's complicated, really. Obviously, YVNG_Savage_OVO.
Okay, YVNG Savage, Young Savage.
Yeah.
YVNG Savage. Please find him on social media. Please support him. And if you are keen for gaming exposure, maybe you could be one of his next sponsors. But please make some noise for Yvng Savage.
This is
What a week.
What a Week. Celebrity Guest.
Celebrity guest.
Wow, what a week. Part of the Africa Podcast Network. Reach us at WAW at Africa Podcast Network. Our guest is in the building. He's got a first name that even people who can pronounce clicks often get wrong. But being the nice guy, he made things simple for everyone, hence the stage name. He's possibly become nicer to be around since he entered the world of eating, restaurants, culinary stuff, because now he might smell of great food or just oil. Everybody, please welcome J-Something.
Thank you so much, Fresh.
My dude, how you doing?
Oh, man, yeah, I'm blessed. I'm really happy to be here with you, man.
My man, I'm happy you're here.
Yes.
I've been one of your biggest fans like from day one.
Likewise, man.
Also because you stole our trumpeter. No, I mean, Mo
True
T used
story.
to play trumpet for myself and Euphonic at Vaka.
Jeez,
And then one event, we need Mo T. Mo T is like, ish, guys, I'm not available anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, I'm part of a band. I'm like, what do you mean? And then before I knew it, Mikasa drops.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, okay, it's fine. We're happy for you. Go, fly, bird, fly.
We did so much in that time. I mean, I even performed with you guys.
Yes, you did.
At Vaka, you know,
Yes, you did.
which is cool. Yeah, but what an instrumental part of our life, definitely.
What is your name that gives people so much headaches trying to pronounce?
My whole name, so Portuguese culture is an interesting
So
one.
do you have like
because-
20 names since
Well,
you're
yeah,
Portuguese?
my whole, I'm going to give you my whole name now, and
Let's
I'm gonna,
go.
you're going to have to try and give it a bash afterwards.
Okay.
João Carlos Lissa Botelho da Fonseca.
João Carlos Bout.
Ai, ai, ai.
Okay, start again. No, go again.
João Carlos Lissa Botelho da Fonseca.
So your name is Lisa.
My mother's surname.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah,
is
you must
Lisa.
take your mom's surname also.
Yes. João Carlos was the name of my great-grandfather. And
Guys, we're hanging out with João Fonseca.
yes.
J-Something, if you will. Welcome to our week, brother.
Man, I'm so proud of you. I just want to take this time to just say that, you know, it's about that time, you know.
Thank you very much.
We've been missing you, and
Yes,
it's
sir.
great to be here. So, yeah, thank you.
A typical J-Something week.
There is no such thing, you know. That's the only answer I could say, you
In
know.
fact, please open your diary. What's in your diary for...
This past week has been a pretty mental one because
Yes.
we opened up Artistry. So we literally been open up for a week. Artistry,
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What a week.
Yeah, what a week. We did the opening weekend, which was incredible. I also dropped down to Cape Town. I did K-Day. I performed.
Yes.
And just yesterday we had 170 people at the restaurant. And so it's in between performances, family duties and Artistry at the moment.
Where is Artistry?
Artistry, 22 Fredman Drive in the heart of Sandton. It's a 3-level cultural platform. It's got a restaurant on the rooftop. It's got 100 seats, a theater
Yes.
on the second floor, and then on the third floor, it's got the listening bar, which is an after-party bar.
So 4 weeks ago, I'm in Sandton with my son. He's 20, and we're looking for an apartment for him.
Yes.
And we are in this building, a black building. And as we're walking up and down, I see your partner.
Yes.
And I'm like, dude, what are you doing here? Because I know Sergio's always making moves.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, sorry, we're opening a new restaurant. I was like, oh, I thought so.
Yeah. I was laughing yesterday because at this function, there he was carrying platters and, doing all these things.
Dude,
what a vibe.
for me, I'm not surprised that you work with him because he's a hard worker.
Yes.
Like he's driven. He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
Yeah, he gets in there, yeah.
But how do you know when you found the right partner, whether it's in business, in marriage, or forming a band?
I got this one lady in my kitchen now. Her name is Lindo.
Yes.
And this morning I
Hello,
sent her a
Lindo.
message. Yes, hey Lindo. This morning I sent her a message, and I said to her, you know what, man? I'm so grateful for your joy that you ooze and your passion, and that for me is the most valuable thing that you could ever add to any business, any product that you're doing is enthusiasm and passion. It can beat any talent, in my
Sure.
opinion. I look at my life like I'm not qualified at anything that I do, but I've got a lot of passion. So I look for people that can share in the passion, that can share in the optimism, because what you're doing, there's so much unknown out there about
Yes.
what is it going to happen. But
Absolutely.
you need to be surrounded by people that can give you that belief. And self-belief is one of the greatest gifts we can be given by any other human being, in my opinion. That and love. Like those two together. So I look for people that can give me love and can give me self-belief. And I guess that would be boxed in by passion and enthusiasm.
And that won't be threatened by your ambition and how high you want to fly.
No, well, you need to find people that are willing to fly as high, fly that high with you, And I think there's so much fear around what we do.
Yes.
But yeah, it's about finding those type of people.
How important is it also, though, to find people who understand that there are days where you'll be the star and it's still okay?
I mean, like, stardom is relative, for me personally.
Okay.
I
okay,
guess.
you'll be the Beyonce. Let me rephrase that.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this. One of the interviews that has really impacted me was an interview that they did with Pharrell, and they asked him, like, how do you do all of this? How do you do this? And he said, everybody on my team is better than me at what they do.
Yes.
So I may be the star that's on the cover, but I understand that everybody around me is way better at what they do than I am. So there's a lot of confidence to the left and right.
Yes.
And stardom is relative, like I make sure that my team knows that they stars to me. And even though I might get the praise on the spotlight, but yeah, they're not concerned. We in this together. We're all chasing our dreams.
In fact, speaking of building relationships, I mean, your longest standing relationship is Mikasa, what, 13 years?
Yeah. Going on 13, it's insane. It doesn't feel like that.
You've taken some child out of primary school. You've lasted longer than majority of marriages.
Yeah, I'm glad you put it that way.
Perspective.
It is a relationship.
Yes.
People ask, like, how do you stay together in a band? Man, it's no different to a marriage. It's literally the same stuff.
Now, you guys are religious. Do you believe that your paths crossing was God's plan?
I'd like to challenge that statement. I don't see myself as being religious.
Okay, so you're not religious.
No,
Okay.
I'm very spiritually connected.
Yes.
To my God, who fits in no box. It's not Christian, it's not Islam, it's none of that. I'm not part of any religious group. But with that said, I guess spirituality.
So are you one of those people that says, I don't have a problem with God, it says fanatics that I have a problem with?
No, you know what? It's such a personal journey that, like, it's. I have a connection with my God. I don't know my God's name. I don't know if he is a he or a she or a father or a mother. It's just my creator. So spiritual journey, I guess, would mean that like a lot of what I chase is what we call gut feeling.
Yeah.
For me, that's my spirit, and that's what I chase, and that's a guider.
Now, according to an article in Drum Magazine, an interview you did with Drum, a prophet came to you when you were 15.
Yes.
And said you must take up the guitar again.
Yes.
You're 15, you're a child. What's going through your mind as you're hearing all of
Yeah, it was the first time going to church. I was freaking out because
and
there
you're
was a
like,
lot of girls
you
there.
see why I don't come here?
Yeah. And there were a lot of girls because it was boys' school and girls' school coming together.
Oh, yes.
And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go and do this because obviously the girls are there. And this lady calls me out in front of everybody and starts telling me that God wants to use me in music and that I need to pick up the guitar. And I was like, I literally was walking home from church to hostel and I called my mother and I said, yo, you need to buy me a guitar because God says so.
Oh, wow.
And she hustled.
Blackmail.
She put her tips together and she bought me my first guitar.
Now, would the advice have landed differently were it not from a person of faith?
I guess that at that time of my life, like, I was a young kid, and I think that that's also the power of influence that people can have on your life. I think that, if you take a bird's eye view, all it was just a potential little fruit for me to bite on, and for me to see if my spirit wants to follow that path. And for some reason, and I don't think it was because it was spiritual, a religious thing. It was just, it connected with me. There was something that said, I should do that. And I had no intention. I was just like, yeah, cool. God wants me to play guitar? Sure. I didn't even know what a prophet was. I didn't understand it at all. I asked my friends, I'm like, and they said it's like a Christian fortune teller.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, cool.
And if you listen to her, you might make a prophet.
Yeah.
Now, your mother, like even now you talk about how she had to put cents together
Yes.
to get you your guitar.
Sure.
I mean, your mom has made countless sacrifices for you.
Yes.
I mean, she sold her car so that you could go to school, for instance. When you look back at all the sacrifices mom has made for you, what do you feel? How often do you call her and say, Mom, I'm going to cry because I just remembered again?
Yeah, it's an everyday thing, hey, Fresh.
Yeah.
Like it's, last night she came over now for the week and she's here and she was at Artistry. She was in the kitchen. She was cooking.
Yes.
I grew up in her kitchen. I grew up in her restaurant.
Proper Portuguese mom.
Yeah.
I know you've opened a restaurant, but I will be in the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. So every opportunity that I get on a daily basis is just to tell her how grateful I am. But yeah, she's a warrior. She's taught me so much, man. Like about sacrifice, about being a shield. Like she's definitely one of the most impactful people I've ever been able to cross paths with. She was my mother. She brought me here. But I'm grateful for that. Beyond even her being a mother, she's just such an incredible human being.
And you know, as Portuguese as you may be, you're African. You know, you've got an African mother, and in typical African culture, when you have a new baby, which is artistry, mama should be there.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So she's a proper African mother.
I've been so persistent on that. Like, we need people to come in and bless the space.
Sure.
It's very important.
Why would you put a restaurant in a place that has 1 million restaurants already? Why Santon?
Well, it's not a restaurant.
Yes.
We have a restaurant.
Oh, so it's an experience.
Artistry is a cultural platform
Yes,
by
yes.
definition. What we do there is we
Oh
showcase.
yeah, there's a theater even.
Exactly.
I was shown the theater
Yes,
when we were
yes.
going through the place.
Yes.
Yes.
We there. What we do is we celebrate, showcase, and preserve culture through everything that we do. Which is why when you come there, the food is all based on the classics. It's nothing trendy. It's nothing revolutionary. It's the old recipes.
It's what works.
Do them with love. Do them fresh.
Yes.
And excuse the pun, but and then also the music. It's all based on the classics. Mixology is all based on the classics. So why? Because I think it's dope and it's unique. You can only answer that why when you come. You need to come and experience it. Like it's there. It's that answer is better answered by you or other people,
Sure.
and not myself.
But it's been a week. Is
Yes.
it worth it so far?
It's been a wild week. Yeah, it's been so worth it. You know, we do so many things. I do so many things where I'm like, oh God, like I had to do that, and you know, you do it because you're chasing whatever you're chasing. But
Sure.
when I'm there now, I feel like I'm at home. Honestly, I'm so happy there.
Sure. But obviously, we're talking about your new baby. But there's the baby also that we lost, if I may put it that way. Something's cooking
Yes.
in Pretoria.
Yes.
What would you have done differently?
I
Looking back at what happened in Pretoria.
You know, words are so powerful, man. Like, I don't feel like I lost anything.
Okay.
I just felt like I closed the chapter.
Oh,
And I
yes.
moved on to a new
Yes,
chapter.
yes.
And that's life, you know. It's
Yes.
like a journey through chapters. So I learned a lot from it. I don't regret any of it because I wouldn't have learned the lessons.
Yes.
I believe that everything is impactful. Everything is needed. It's something that one of the things that impacted me, just talking about spirituality, like my philosophy that I'm biting on at the moment is that God has no opposites.
Yes.
So it's like good and bad. All things that happen are there for a reason, for us to learn.
It's a poiki.
Yeah, call it what you want.
Sorry, I need to use words that might make the best sense to you.
Yeah. But yeah, I take it all in and I learn from it. Now, what matters is right now I feel really happy. Right now I feel really confident with what we're doing. I feel really focused. And that for me is a gift.
Absolutely. We have a game that we play. It's called Wow, What A.
Okay.
So, for instance, I could ask you, wow, what an apple, when you tell me your favorite variety of apple.
Okay.
Does it make
Apple
sense?
tart, yes.
Okay. Wow, what a Gordon Ramsay moment. Have you ever lost it in the kitchen?
Yeah, sure. We lose it. There's a lot of pressure there. Gordon Ramsay, I dig his those social media videos where he watches other people do crazy shit.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm like, whoa. And just to see his reaction of like when people are like deep frying a hamburger
Yes,
and you know, topping it with chocolate mousse, and he's just like, what is going on?
What the hell are you doing?
So he's a character. That would be my wow moment.
So how badly have you lost it in the kitchen?
Well, you know, the other day, a guest came to me and said, "Hey, man, I ordered a chicken and avo pizza and there's bacon on it." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." So I go into the kitchen and I completely lose it with them, only to know that it was actually the guest that was wrong. And so sometimes, you know, there's so much pressure with regards to perception. You know, people are so harsh online. They say what they want. You know, they don't like the tomato sauce. And then I'm like, so sorry that we don't have the tomato sauce you like, you know.
Yes.
But with that said, like sometimes it gets pressured, but we try and treat it with love, you know, and respect. And it's not one of those kitchens, definitely not.
Wow, what a dish. If I come to artistry, what do I need to try?
You need to try the piri piri chicken, which
Okay.
is we have a
Piri piri as in peri peri.
Piri piri,
Not
yes,
piri piri
piri
as in a duck.
no.
A piri piri chicken.
Yeah, we have a big misconception with what Portuguese chicken is in this country, and it grills me. But
grills
excuse
you
the
a
pun,
lot,
excuse the pun. But you need to come and try our chicken. It's baby chicken, just grilled with salt and then finished off with a peri peri oil.
Wow, what a voice. Who are you loving right now?
Sure, I'm in the most humble way. I'm quite self-absorbed. I listen to a lot of my own things, and I don't actually spend a lot of time listening to music. I rather try and hear the music that's in my head.
Sure.
But wow, what a voice!
Okay, so what's in your head right now? Are you able to Give us a sample of what's
I'll
in the
be still in the quiet, in the presence of my God. Which is a song that I wrote a couple of years ago, but that was what was in my head right now.
Okay, ladies, I think the girls that work behind the scenes are all like paying attention all of a sudden. Sit down, ladies, sit down.
There's a local voice that I really admire, and I think he's incredible. Is Loiso.
Loiso is a gift.
I think he's incredibly talented, and I hope that he achieves his dreams. You know, I think that from
And he
Wow, What a
gets what he
Voice,
deserves.
I would think of that. I would think of Amanda Black.
Yes.
There's so many incredible artists that I think of Mandisi Janchis, like these people that are doing things that are so authentic and so cool. I could have a long list on this. So,
Wow, what a dad moment. What did you take away from your late dad that is implemented in your home right
wow,
now?
what a dad moment. My dad, my parents got divorced when I was young, at an early age. And he would always call me and be like, I'm your dad. Nobody else is your dad. And he would always tell me that. And that's, it stuck with me because like, even though he wasn't around and he wasn't as present as he wanted to be, he always like, yo, don't ever forget that the only person you call dad on this earth is me.
Yes.
And that for me is stuck with me, It's something that I carry. Even though he's passed, he's late, he's my dad,
Do you use that line?
Hell yeah.
I'm your dad.
Well, in the right way. Both in my marriage and in my fatherhood.
Absolutely. I'm your daddy.
Oh, God.
Wow, what a chocolate. What's your favorite chocolate?
The first one that pops up to mind is a PS. I love a PS. I love the caramel coating. I love that crispy wafer. I dig that.
Okay, so you've failed the first test.
Okay.
Yes, you're supposed to say anything with cocoa.
Surely there's a bit of cocoa there. Can somebody pull up the ingredient list?
Failed the test. Wow, what a cereal. What's your favorite cereal?
Oh, Cocoa Pops.
Yeah, he gets it. He gets it. You just passed the test.
Yes, thank God.
Coco, please let him back into the bedroom. Thank you very much. Wow, what a woman. What was it about her?
Jeez, where do I begin? She's such a support.
He's in love with her Coco.
Yes. I'm so not shy to like let it out there. I'm so in love, man.
I love how loudly you guys love.
Yes.
I remember I played at a gig and you guys were in a little VIP section behind me.
Yes.
You guys danced like nobody was watching.
Yes, I remember that,
It was
man.
incredible to watch that.
Oh man, thank you, bro. Yeah, she's an inspiration to me. I know it may sound cheesy, but if we could get, I don't want to get into the context of it, but like she's the strongest person I have ever met on planet Earth.
Oh wow.
She's shown me the most deepest parts of hardship to push through. She's really courageous. She's so encouraging to others. She's so thoughtful. So that's another one that I could probably go on for like hours and hours about what do I love about her. I mean, like where do I start?
We'll wait.
She's my greatest friend.
Yes.
Which is probably one of the most valuable things we can have in life. And then she gets to be my lover as well, which is cool. So like we passionate about one another from all angles.
Wow, what a marriage milestone.
Jeez, man. Wow, what a marriage milestone. Like when I just think about the whole picture, like I can't even pinpoint one thing, but there's so much that has happened that when I think of like a wow moment, I just think about today.
Yes.
I think about like the years that we've been together, and I look at us today in this present moment, and I just think about how we've come so far, and we just keep getting better and better. We've been married, I think, for 7-8 years.
If I remember, first time I saw you guys together was on O Ship before you were married.
Yes.
And already I was like, okay, so he's gone. and half the girls on the ship wanted to like jump off like rats and swim back to Durban. It's like, oh, J-Something is gone now.
Yeah. That was a wild time. We had good fun.
Finally, wow, what a secret. What are you ready to share with us that's still to come in your life?
It wouldn't be a secret. Then,
exactly. That's why we want to find out now.
That's the tricky part. I'm a guy. I don't really have a lot of drama, and I don't really have like anything. So the first thing that I think of is my wife. We haven't spoken about this at all in the public, but my wife and I are working on a new narrative together that we're going to be sharing over the next couple of months, which is called "For You, My Love." And it's a love story where food is the anchor of it all. And
I love it.
we're developing TV, book, the whole shebang. And we can't wait to share it. It's a process of documentation to show our kids our journey and how food has played such an integral part. But that's the next thing we're working on. So there you go, fresh and exclusive. There we go.
But you're such a
for you.
nice, likable guy.
Thanks, man.
Does she get tired of how likable you are? Because a likable guy will attract other people all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
How does she deal with that pressure?
she's so calm and collected, man.
Yeah.
Like I still get blown away, and I get this question a lot. You know,
Yeah.
how does Coco deal? She deals with it. Like
Yeah.
she's got her own magical way. She doesn't care about any of it all. Like
Yeah,
as long as
yeah.
I come home, and as long as we love each other, as long as we have like really strong communication. So wherever I am, any time of the day, we always in touch. We always know what we are up to.
Yes.
So she deals with it well. Yeah, she deals with it gracefully.
And now she knows that your favorite chocolate has no cocoa in it.
And she hates PS. My favorite chocolate is Lindt Cocoa 99%.
P.S. He's kidding.
Yes, I love you, baby.
Jay, artistry. Do we book in advance? How do we get on? How do we
Yes.
get to experience your artistry?
On our website, it's called thisisartistry.co.za. You can
Okay.
make bookings online. It's really advised. And then we're going to be doing a whole bunch of cool things over
Yeah.
the next couple of weeks.
Sure.
We've got flagship events. One of them is called Artistry Live, which is launching in April, which you book a ticket online. The ticket includes dinner. You're going to watch The Soil live in the theater.
I was about to say, who's on the lineup for the first one?
So we got The Soil, we got Zoe Modiga, Manana, Bongeziwa Mabandla, these type of artists.
and
Mandisi.
a meal.
So you get it's a whole night out in the town. It's meal, performance in the theater, and after party, all with the artist. And if you want to stay, you can stay at Black Brick.
I was going to say, I mean, you have an apartment block on either
Yeah,
side
yeah.
of you, so you can even book a room.
Yes,
I
yes.
think throw in a room as part of the package.
Yeah, it's there. It's there already. Yeah. So we got a whole
This
bunch
is
of
so
cool
dope,
things. We're doing
man.
comedy, and then also I'd like to let everybody know that we're doing Wow, What a Month. We're gonna have a live event with a live audience.
Once a month.
Putting it out there.
Once a month, we'll be coming to you live from Artistry.
Yeah.
Food, drink included.
Yes.
And we'll look back at the month and also have influential people be a part of the conversation, sharing their journeys and hopefully inspiring you to have a better month next month.
Yes.
Because that's what we want.
Yes.
I want my next month to be better than the last month.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Jay, I love you, my dude.
Brother, like I have no words to quantify how much you mean to me, how much you mean to the guys. You've been such a source of inspiration for us personally, and I can only speak on my behalf. I know how many more people would add onto that train.
I prefer cash, but I know
Yeah, exactly.
I'm listening.
But whilst I have the opportunity and,
Yes, sir.
the time, it's just to say thank you for everything you've ever done for me personally, and
Yes, sir.
and thank you for taking interest in what I do, and for me to be able to come here and share with your listeners what I'm up to is such a blessing. And whilst I also have the opportunity with everybody that's watching, just thank you for giving me love and supporting what I do.
Just by the way, I'm not done with you yet.
Oh, I thought we were saying bye.
No, as in I'm not done, dude. I'm going to shout your name from every rooftop.
thank you.
Until one of us dies. And
Yes.
if you go first, I'm in trouble because I'm going to actually then double up.
Yeah, man.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
make some noise for J-Something. G's, and we're done. Wow, what a week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of the madness, the magic. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys, and we'll continue churning out as much content as you guys can take. Shout out to the entire team out at Amped Studio. Love you guys' energy. It's actually an incredible place. Downtown is incredible, and I love it. Africa Podcast Network, shout out to you guys. Pezulu Works for the cinematography. Audio engineer creative is Otis the Flow Fraser. Love your work, sir. Shout out to our guest today, Celeste Ntuli, Thabo, Yvng Savage, Moloi, and J-Something. Creative director Kuvesh Mohan. Show producer Keletso Mutisakeng. You can email us at waw@africapodcastnetwork.com. We'll be back with another episode soon. Love you guys. Have a great week in spite of yourselves.
This is. Wow! What a week.
What a week.